Now we'll be building an annuity model in this spreadsheet, right? So we'll just take a simple example. An annuity pays rupees 800 each period for 5 years. For these cash flows, the appropriate discount rate is 6%. What is the present value of this annuity? So come to this spreadsheet. Here we have to find the annuity over here, right? So I will change this single cash flow as annuity, right? Then here we have to calculate the present value. Change this to present value. Then here the input variable has to be changed. Here a payment has been made, a continuous cash flow has been made. It's not a single cash flow, it's a cash flow annuity, right? So we put it as simple as payment. Put it as payment, right? Then discount rate that they have given is 6%, and number of period is 5 years. And we are using the timeline, the same model. So whenever you start working on any problem, ensure that you start from the scratch, right? So don't copy the previous part of your spreadsheet and start working on that. It is better that you start from the scratch. That will really make you to think proper. Okay, so it is a better way of working with the models. So this is the step by step. When you start building the model one by one, it becomes easy for you to deal with the complex models. So whenever there is a situation given to you, start from the scratch. Now you have given here, and we have to change the variables. What are the output variables? Output variables we have to change here is the present value. So I'll change here the present value. Then I have to change the present value. Here also present value. Change the formula and the financial functions. We'll be using the financial function also. Value, present value. Right. Now we'll work with the formulas first. Formulas with the equation. Then we'll be applying the Excel financial functions. So we have to remember the present value of the formula. See the annuity present value formula that we know is the A, right? That is the payment. A into 1 minus 1 plus R divided by N, close the bracket, then whole divided by, close the bracket once again, and whole divided by minus N divided by R. Because why minus I'm giving is that it's a negative, right? So it's a negative value. Present value you have to find. Okay, so enter. So this will be your present value of your annuity formula, right? Now we'll be getting into the calculation of your payment, right? So the payment that which is given to us, annuity pays rupees 800. So your payment is given a regular cash flow of 800, right? Annuity pays rupees 800 each period for 5 years. The appropriate discount is 6%. So 800 is the payment, right? And discount rate is 6%. And the number of periods or the number of years is 5 years. Now we have to find the cash flow. So what is the cash flow? So in first year there is no cash flow. Okay, from the first year, second year, at the end of first year, at the end of second year, at the end of third year, at the end of fourth year, and at the end of fifth year, we are getting the cash flow of 800. Okay, that has to be discounted each year, and we'll be adding all the cash flow, and we'll be defining the present value of the cash flow, right? So now cash flow for first year, 0th year, there is no cash flow. After end of the first year, we will be getting the 800. So what I will be doing is that instead of typing one by one, you place the activity cell C18, then shift left arrow key, then press equal to and select the cell B8 and ensure that you make the constant, right? Function F4, make the cell lock with the help of function F4 and press Control Enter. So you have the values will be thrown over here in these active cells, right? From C18 to G18. Now we have to calculate the present value by putting the formula. So the formula here, so we'll be putting the formula. So equal to So first you have to select the cash flow, that is this one, 0th periods. What is 0th period cash flow? Okay, what is the 0th period payment? It is 0, right? So 0 B18 divided by, then open the bracket, 1, once again you open the bracket, 1 plus, then you have to select the rate. So rate is given in B9, select the rate, and function F4, and close the bracket. Then once again you divide it, okay, shift the 6, okay, shift 6, you have the divide, then you have to select the number of period, right? So number of period here is what? 0th period. Okay, this is the thing, not this one, this one. So B17, you have to select B17, right? Then close the bracket and enter. It will give you 0, right? So we are discounting this one in today's, okay? So it will come 0. You copy this one and come to cell C20, activate it, shift left arrow key till G20 and Control V. So you find that these are the cash flow which has been discounted. Okay, it is end of the first year. Today, what is the value? End of the second year, it is 800. What is the today's value of the cash flow that we are going to receive? Okay, today's present value of this one. And at the end of third year, we're going to receive 800. Today, it is 671.70. So now we'll be adding all this one and we'll be finding the cash flow of the present value annuity. So equal to sum. You add all this, shift left arrow key, select all the cells from B20 to G20, then press enter. So you'll be getting the value 3369.89. Okay, 3369.989, right? So now we'll be applying the formula over here. Okay, so this is the value that we'll be getting here. Then now we'll be calculating with the formula over here. So equal to, you have the payment, select the cell B8 divided by, so multiply, because we have to do the multiplication, right? So into, then open the bracket, 1 minus, then 2 brackets, 1 plus the discount rate, which is 6%, right? Then close the bracket, then the division, then bracket open, you have the minus, this one, minus n, right? So minus n I have to put, so you have to select the cell B9, so I put type minus, then select the cell, this one, B10, right? Then close the bracket, once again close the bracket and divided by R. Okay, so R. So discount rate is 6%, B9. Then I press enter. So you find you're getting 3370, right? So I just reduce the decimal. You find we're getting 3370. So we're getting the same value called 3370. Then here we can apply the financial function, that is present value. So you can also apply the PMT function also, or you can also apply the present value function, right? So equal to PV, then it is asking for the rate, so I'll be selecting the 6% is the rate, then NPER, number of periods, then PMT they have given, right? So PMT here is 800, right? I'm just selecting this one, then comma, the future value, there is no future value, put it as 0 and close the bracket and enter. So you find you're getting the answer 3370. Since it is negative, if we want positive, ensure that you place the negative sign before the function PV and enter. You get the value with the help of the financial function called PV. So you can also cross check how the model actually works. So now we can also make the model more robust by changing only one of within these 3 input variables. You can change any one of the variables and start working on that. Suppose I find that say suppose there is an initial rent. Suppose we are getting a rent, okay, rent for a period of 5 years, right? And the discount rate is 10%. See what is going to happen. So I'll be changing the two variables and keeping the constant as this number of years, right? So I'll be keeping the constant as this one as 5 years, and I will be changing these two variables and we'll be getting what is the present value of the annuity. Suppose I'll be getting the 9,000 as a rent. Suppose that is a shop and we are getting a rent of 9,000, say 9,000, typing 9,000, and I'm changing one more variable, say 6%. So ensure that suppose the 10% is the required return. Take 10%. Now it will change, right? So now you find that it is changing. So this, I will just extend it, because this here Excel, the value is correct, but only thing is that you show extended, right? You start extending column, then you find the values there. So here you find that this is the regular cash flow on the first of the end of first year. Today's present value of cash, then present value of cash for second year, present value of cash for third year, fourth and fifth year. So here you just do the input of the changing in the input of variables. No need to concentrate on this. So this mostly we have this all to be done shown only in the back end. So normally this is not shown to the client. So client will be entering this one and he'll be seeing only the output. So these are the processing part that we have to do, right? So these are the prerequisite of building the complex financial models that we have to work.